Alright, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure you go down below, like and subscribe. Now to the important stuff. Tomorrow will be the final tournament for my high school team before we finish out with the rest of our circuit tournaments. Finishing getting some stuff ready with the rods and stuff, tying on some final baits, making some selections for the conditions tomorrow. Tomorrow's mainly supposed to be partly cloudy. It's gonna be on and off rain. I think it's a 30% chance of rain tomorrow. Water is fairly clear most of the time. Last year was really good. Hoping that's the same case for this tournament this year. Usually it just depends on the rain, how much rain we get, which we haven't had a ton of rain, but there's still been some, so visibility might be down just a hair. So that's why we got a variety of baits tied on right now. For example, I got some cover baits on, like some crankbaits. I got a couple spinner baits, poppers, doing stuff like that. But then mainly which is going to be our tactic tomorrow is bed fishing. If we can find different beds, that's what we're expecting these fish to finally be pushed up with the warmer weather and the conditions and the moon phase. We're expecting them to be pushed up and spawning now. So we've also got different baits of choice for that, like wacky rigs. And we also have my personal favorite most of the time, which would be a Ned rig. But just to try and entice those bed fish. Hopefully we can find some big ones tomorrow. But yeah, the plan for tomorrow, try to limit out early, go big later like we did last week. It worked very well for us last week. We ended up placing the best out of our teams, high school. This would be a great opportunity to get some last minute practice in before it's go time for these big circuit tournaments, because these are what count towards our points for the national qualifying circuit. So this is, like I said, this is a great opportunity for us to get some more practice out in the water, just get our heads right, get our focus in, and just dial everything in, know what we need to do, so that when we go on to Rocky Fork, Paint Creek, Alum Creek, we know what to do, we know how to use it, and we can catch some bigger fish. So we're going to finish getting stuff together up here. Yeah, we're going to finish loading everything up, get stuff together for tournament tomorrow. Baits selected, tied on, everything's ready to rock and roll for tomorrow, and we'll see y'all once we get down to the lake.
Cameras are everywhere today, guys. Now, if it does get super bad, I'll get the text out. But if there is lightning, we're gonna have to get off the water, get sheltered.
Yeah. I think I heard something. Huh? Yeah, I believe so. Look at my box and try to find a smaller one if you want to. Oh. Took it long enough.
we had like 4 or 5 slots, but we only have 2.
Hey guys, look at all those fish over there.
All right, as y'all just saw, we released those fish. Not a very good day, to say the least, as far as execution goes. We just couldn't execute the best of our abilities. Had 4 fish in total, 1 slot, 3 unders. Overall, it wasn't a bad day. We just couldn't execute. Had 1 over that got off, multiple unders. Definitely could have won this tournament had we executed to our best abilities, but sometimes that's just how it happens. That's the way of fishing. Can't always be perfect. Everybody's bound to have a bad tournament sooner or later, but hoping this is better sooner now than it is next week for Rocky Fork when we go in stage 2 of the national qualifying circuit. So, Gabe, what are your thoughts?
It was a long day, tiring. I lost 3-pounder right at the boat. I mean, I'm down, don't get me wrong. I've had a horrible day. But still caught fish. Still got the weigh in. It's a lot better than what we did last year here. Still got soaked. A lot of things didn't go as planned. But, I mean, that's going to happen whenever you're out in the water. It's just something you can't control. I mean, we didn't give up fishing not once. We kept our head down and just fished, which is what you're supposed to do. But it gets hard to do that whenever you're just... We've been doing so good. 3rd, a 1st, and a 3rd. And now we're going to be placing like a 5th. But whenever you've been doing so good like that, like the 3rd and the 1st and the 3rd, it's... And you come off of like a good, day like that and a good week. And then you get to this and you get one of these. Kind of just... Like today, I didn't catch a singular fish. Not a single one. Cole Sawyer caught all of them. So thank you.
Yeah.
But I mean, coming off of how I was fishing, I mean, you guys saw the Rupert video, and the Baroque. I had a 4.9. I caught 8+ bass. Rupert, I think, one of the around there. And now nothing. So, going to have these days where you just have a big fat donut.
Yeah, big thing is, too, it's a group effort. It's never just one person. Everybody has their days. Like last week for Rupert, he caught almost all the fish. I had 2 for our limit, and he had 3 plus 2 callfish, both of which were his, even the over. It's really a mindset. You got to have the mindset to, even though you're not going to catch stuff or you're going to lose fish, you just got to keep going. You just got to have the mentality to keep fishing, make the next cast, and just don't stop, because you never know right around the corner when there could be that next big fish just waiting. So overall, wasn't a bad day necessarily, just bad execution. So
another thing is, it is a team thing. As Colson said, I caught him, all last tournament basically. So being on the end of not catching anything, it really does suck. And to people who don't think, fishing is like an actual sport, it is mentally, along with some of the top sports there are mentally. It may not be physically, but mentally it is. It's not an easy sport to do. It's not easy to just, be competitive about, something you love and not come in. That's just like, if you play football and you want to win a team and you love football and you're committed to football for your whole life and you just don't win, you're going to be, bummed out. You're going to be going through it. And fishing's a lot, mentally like that. So having known, if today was going to turn out, I mean, I would have changed up a couple things.
we're going to cut things off there. Going to get everything loaded up, put everything away, and focus up, do some research. Hopefully we're going to get some practice out on Rocky Fork for next week. Next week's a big one. From here on out, it's all stages for the qualifier. So we got to really bring our A game each week. Otherwise, we're going to fall behind, not make it. So we got to bring the A game, have a right mentality, and just get after it. So hopefully things go a lot better next week. Definitely know there's a lot bigger fish out there. So hopefully we bring in some really, really big fish. But if you haven't already, make sure you go down below, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. We'll catch y'all next one. Peace out.